What's going on, you guys? Yeah, Coach Zoe here, and this is gonna be your strength and conditioning circuit kettlebell style. So I hope you're ready to rock and roll. This is my first workout back without baby wearing or pregnant. So I hope you're ready to rock and roll because I'm back with a vengeance. Let's get started off, as always, with our warm-up. As always, modify however you need to for your body. I'll offer some suggestions along the way, but you know your body best, and this is your workout, so do what works for you, okay? You can keep it pretty moderately non-impact today. I don't think there's really actually any impact at all. So a little bit of power, a little bit of strength, a little bit of cardio to push that pace. So I hope you're feeling good. If not, you're going to be by the time we're done with this workout, because I'm ready to rock and roll. I hope you are too. We are going to work through the entire body today. So some of the movements are going to be more compound style, all right, where we're combining an upper and a lower move. Some of them will just be compound upper or lower. Lots of core work to get in as well. And we have some more powerful moves. So things like cleans, I'll show you two-handed versions and single. So if you're not confident working with that bell just on one side, or maybe you have a heavier bell, okay, you can still use it for today. Like I said, we have a little bit of upper and lower body work. So if you need two bells, one that's a little lighter and one that's a little heavier, then have those nearby before we get started, all right? Otherwise, having just like a medium-sized bell will be perfect for today if you don't feel like switching them out. We're gonna work circuit style, as I told you. So we're gonna do one big circuit. We got 12 moves. We're gonna cycle all the way through them, 30 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest. That is the only rest breaks you get for today. So you do get a rest break after every interval of work. However, it's only 10 seconds long. So I hope you are feeling good, because it's gonna be more of an active recovery break rather than a rest. But I alternate between our more intense exercises, all right, and our lower intensity exercises. So think kind of like strength cardio type deal, all right? Otherwise, you know, take a break whenever you need to, or if you need to cut an interval a little short, all right, or take a interval off, okay? Not a whole round, because a whole round is 8 minutes long, so. But otherwise, you guys, all right, you know the deal. So be ready to work hard. You're here, you made it, so you might as well put your best foot forward. We got 10 seconds, and we're gonna jump right into it. So we have a halo march. So as we go around the head, we're gonna march one leg, and then we'll take it the other direction. All right, let's begin. If that's too much for balance, you can halo and then march. Halo and then march. But we're already started, so get moving. Lots of core work here, a lot of stabilization. Woo! Good, pull that belly in, stay tall, stay strong, and rest. All right, so, right, it wasn't a lot of jumping around or anything, but a lot of work, so that heart's pumping. Next, we have a bent over row. Just alternate sides, begin, boom, boom. If you don't want to alternate, I'll let you know when we're halfway. But make sure you're having a hinge through those hips, holding a hinge through those hips. Halfway, elbows tight to the body, boom, boom. Get those reps in, keep it clean, and rest. All right, next we have swings. So you can either go Russian eye level or American overhead. Either way, elbows are snug to that body. Begin. So we're either here for eye level swings or bigger hip thrust, taking it all the way overhead. Notice, it's a small hinge, okay? I'm not going all the way down here, okay? So if you notice you're doing that, knock it off. It's not good for your low back. You want to stay more upright. Good. Heels down and rest. All right, moving on. I know it's quick. It's quick. You gotta stay on your toes. We have a shoulder to shoulder press. So catch your breath. Let's begin. So back to strength. Boom. So notice, right? I'm loading it on my shoulder. This side with the bell is doing most of the work. Belly in. Try not to overextend through the rib cage, right? So we don't want to be here or opening up. You want to connect the bottom ribs with the rib cage with the hips and rest. Okay. Narrow squat curl. If you're uncomfortable with a narrow squat, you could do regular, but we're gonna curl it at the bottom, drop it at the top. Let's go. So curl at the bottom, drop at the top. We're not swinging that bell. It's a strict curl. Again, if you're not comfortable with a narrow stance, open it up. That's fine. But just a little different foot pattern, foot placement, a little different of a challenge. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, next we have butt drivers. This one is tough, so the farther away, the harder it's gonna be. But we're turning that kettlebell. Let's begin. Grab it by the horns and drive your bus. So my bell's a little heavy. Should have grabbed my light one. Otherwise, you're out here, but we don't want to compromise form or safety of the shoulder. So keep that bell close to your body if it feels a little too heavy. We're trying to get that rotation in. Boom, boom. Here for 3, 2, 1, rest. I know it's only 10 seconds, so you can do this, just enough time to give those little grips a break. Lumbar chop. So we're gonna come up, drop it straight down, up and across, straight down. Let's go. So alternating sides. Chop, down, chop, down, chop, down, chop, down. Notice. All right, a little higher energy, putting a little more emphasis in with my hips, right? Hinge, drive, hinge, drive. Keep going. Woo! And rest. Don't stop. How are those arms feeling, baby? All right, they burn it up. Next we have lunges. You can take it reverse, you can take it forward. Let's begin. So you can hold it front rack, or if you want to give those shoulders a break, hold it down at the bottom. It's up to you. And if you're gonna hold down at the bottom, all right, alternate. 10 seconds left. All right, you're also working those obliques when you hold it down at your side, farmer style, and rest. Next, we have clean and press. So, a little more novice. You're gonna touch with 2 hands, pop it up, re-grip, and drive overhead. Begin. Pop it up, re-grip, drive overhead. If you're more advanced, you know the single variation. Notice, alternate. I'm pivoting around the bell. It's not flipping over. Big shrug and pull and rest. We're moving quick, you guys. All right, sumo deadlift. Wide stance, toes out, hinge and stand. You can alternate grips if you'd like. Let's begin. Boom. Boom. So it's not a huge range of motion because it's a kettlebell, so it's long, and we're in a sumo. So we're already shortening the distance. That's okay. All right, drive those knees apart, squeeze through the glutes. We got 2 more moves after this, and that completes a round. 1, and rest. Next we have high pulls, so either 2-hand, you're gonna stand upright, a little hinge just to the knee, pop it up with those hips, shrug and pull, or alternate sides like so. Begin. So If you want more of a challenge, alternate hands. If your bell is really heavy, or this is a new move, use two. It's a good move to practice that explosive hip thrust for your cleans, your swings. It's also not a slingshot. I'm pulling my elbows straight up, not in. And rest. All right, guys, last move, strength move. It's gonna burn because then we're gonna go back to our halo march. We have overhead triceps. Let's go. So I like to hold by the bell, feels a little safer, okay, if you will. Belly's in, eyes up. 30 seconds here. Slow and controlled, focus. I want you to pull that belly button in. Tuck your hips just a little and tuck your chest down just a little. And rest. All right, round one done. Moving straight into round two. Halo and march, or halo, march, halo, march. Let's begin. So whatever leg is coming up, go in the opposite direction. It helps counterbalance. Right, so my left leg's up, so I'm gonna take it to the right side. Boom. Try to stay as stable and controlled as you can. Good. Woo! 5 seconds. Get those reps in, no cheating. And rest. All right, moving on, bent over row. Again, find that hinge and pull. All right, alternate sides, or I'll tell you halfway. Let's go. Good. Check in with that hinge. Are you getting too tall? Halfway. Elbow in. Almost there. 5 seconds left. Come on. Every rep counts. And rest. Remember, we're only working for 30-second intervals at a time. All right, we don't have time to dilly-dally. Back to swings. Begin. So a little bit of a hip hinge. Blast those hips forward. Think about keeping your heels glued to the ground. All right, I know everybody likes to come up onto those toes. It looks cool, it feels cool. All right, but I want you to keep that power through your heels. So your glutes are the ones doing all the work. Boom. Elbows in tight. Rest. All right, shoulder to shoulder press. How you feeling? No whining, no complaining. In 3, 2, 1, begin. So catch your breath here. Focus on form. Try to time your movement with your breath. So you open up the ribs, breathe in. Good, you got this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, all right. Next we have that squat curl. So again, whether you're wider stance or feet together, your curl is in the squat. Let's go. So you're dropping down as the bell comes up. Good grip on those horns. Good, keep your chest high. No hinging. Yeah, no hinging. Keep that chest open, shoulders back, eyes up, and rest. Oh, my favorite one, just kidding, bus driver. All right, so again, adjust your distance per challenge. Let's go. So just getting that rotation in. We're trying to keep that bell center focus. So we don't want it to be moving side to side, all right? Trying to keep it center spot. Rotating our shoulders around. Belly's in, soften the knees, and rest. Oh, it's about to be a gun show here. Oh my goodness, are you feeling it right here? All right, lumbar chop. So again, hinge, blast those hips, take it across, straight down. Begin. Hips, up and down. Hips, up and down. Hips, up and down. Right, notice I'm doing a little hinge to build a little strength, a little power, a little momentum. 2, 1, and rest. All right, lunges. So again, think of this kind of as an opportunity. Give your shoulders a break. All right, step it out forward or backward. Let's go. Front rack or farmer's carry. I like the farmer's carry. It's gonna force you to stabilize through the core, but it's up to you. All right, sneak in a little extra credit. If you front rack, lots of core strength too, but more forward and backward rather than side to side, right? Sagittal versus frontal plane. And rest. I know you don't care. You don't want to hear it. All right, suck it up. We got 4 moves, and then our third round, clean and press. 2 hands or single and alternate. Let's go. So 2 hands. Here you go. Touch it to the floor. Explode through those hips. Catch, get underneath. Finish with a punch and drive. Shrug and pull. Big shoulders, you guys, big shoulders. You're not flipping it over. You're pivoting. That bell should not smash your wrist, or you're not doing it right. I know I said it. You don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And rest. Nobody likes to be corrected, but I'm gonna do it anyways. We got sumo deadlifts. Wide stance, hips back, long spine. Let's go. Single hand or 2 hand. 2 hand, 2 can. Just kidding, I don't know. From the 90s, so probably some kind of kid movie show that's popping into my head right now. Boom. Keep that weight in your heels and the outer edges of the feet. Are you struggling? Are you? And rest. If you're not, you need to grab a heavier weight, my friend, or you need to put a little more effort in. All right, we got our high pulls. So just a small hinge, just to knees. 2 hand or single. Begin. If you're single, alternate. Boom. I'll let you know when we're halfway if you want to just do half and half. All right, for 2 hand, it's like an upright row, but powerful. All right, 10 seconds left, sorry. I tricked you. Keep that hand up the center line and rest. All right, you're zipping your coat. Zipping your coat, so that hand needs to stay close, not out here. Last but not least, overhead extensions. Burn out those triceps, engage through the core, let's go. So belly in, point those bottom 2 ribs down at the ground. Soften through the knees, elbows in tight. I know that one's hard, especially if your shoulder mobility is not great. Boom. Boom. Good, almost there. 3, 2, and 1, rest. Whew. All right, you guys, last and final round. Let's get ready to rock and roll. Shake it out. Get pumped up. Let's go. Halo and march. Again, take it the other direction. Take it the opposite direction of the knee. Left knee's up, go right. Right knee's up, go left. Or you can alternate, halo, then march. I don't want you falling. This move is a little slower, but man, oh man, it tests your cardio. And rest. All right, bend over rows. So slowing it down a little bit. We got strength, okay? So again, you can even 2 hand. So if your bell's getting really heavy now, you need to 2 hand it. You can, just know your grip's gonna be a little awkward. And your range of motion is gonna be adjusted. Good. Good, that is halfway. Check in with your hinge. Try to get as close to parallel as you can. Breathe. 2, 1, and rest. All right, moving on to swings. Okay, eye level or overhead. If you can do overhead, but it's just too hard, I wanna see you do it anyways. Let's go. Third and final round. No excuses. Yes, you showed up, you made it. That's one of the hardest parts, but let's not waste it. Put your best foot forward, even if it doesn't look pretty, even if it doesn't feel pretty. All right, just give me your best efforts. Come on. I will not let you leave this workout feeling like you should have put in a little bit more, and rest. All right, shoulder to shoulder press. All right, so one side up and then the other. Keep the elbow tucked in, whichever side has the bell. Begin. All right, I like to hold it by the base. Belly in tight, just like with our tricep extensions. Boom. Pull that belly button in. Almost there. Here for 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, squat and curl. So again, preferably narrow if you got it. If not, take about hip width. Let's go. So you're gonna curl it as you go down. Boom. All right, my feet are probably directly under my hips, I guess. I got narrow hips, but all right, keeping them close together. Stay in control of those knees. Don't let them collapse inwards. And rest. Can you tell I'm struggling? Coach Zoe's struggling. First one back. All right, bus drivers, rotating. Let's go. I think I was looking for a shoulder workout today. I don't know. When I made this, a lot of shoulders. You gotta be strong to hold that baby, right? Boom, belly's in. The farther you go, the more of a challenge. Farther away from the body, I should say. Deep breaths. Here for 3, 2, 1, drop it. Lumbar chop, wide stance. Hips in. I like to take a little bit of an angle on those toes. Drop that hip down. Explode as you pivot through the feet. Same side. Begin. Drive, same side. Drive, same side. Hinge, blast, drop. Hinge, blast, drop. Halfway. Woo! Almost there. Good, here for 3, 2, 1, and rest. We got 5 moves, you guys. Less than 5 minutes, and then we're in that cool down. Lunges in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, forward or reverse, it's up to you. A little more booty if you go backwards. Booty backwards, right? If you want those quads, those killer quads, you gotta step forward. Good. Stay focused, eyes up. Nice tall posture, shoulders back, and rest. All right, clean and press. Probably our most complicated, most passionate move of the workout. From the floor, catch, drive, let's go. Single or double grip. Alternate if you're single. Remember, we're doing a little bit of a dip to get underneath. Boom, like the first 2 inches of a squat. Using those legs to power up, boom. Finish overhead. Here for 3, 1 more, 2, 1, and rest. All right, open up that stance. We got sumo deads. Take an angle for you. Make sure you're pushing those hips back. Let's go. Alternate hands or two-handed. I like to alternate, adds a little rotation into there. We don't get a lot of rotation, all right, through most of our moves. So if you can add it in, even better. That's 3 planes of motion, right? Forward and backward, side to side, and rotational. Also known as transverse. There, you learned something new maybe, and rest. Okay, 2 moves left. High pull. So again, we're not touching the ground, just coming to a hinge, about knee height, 2-hand or single. I'll let you know when we're half. Let's go. Boom. Again, zip that zipper, hand up the center line, midline, boom. Chest prod, this is your last high intensity move, halfway. Really push that pace. Come on. What'd you come here for? Don't waste your time. Best efforts, 5. Get them in. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, I know it's a little slower, but still a challenge. Tuck those hips a little bit, drop the chest, belly in. Let's go. Overhead extensions. Check in with that core. Boom. Try to keep those elbows close to the ears. Halfway. Full range of motion. Woo! You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. That is it. Oh, what a doozy. Let's shake it out. We're gonna jump right into our warm-up. Of course, get a drink if you need it. Oh, excellent work, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. What a good first one back. This is not my first workout back, obviously, but my first one recording for you. All right, no baby on, no baby in the belly. All right, so I'm back with a vengeance if I didn't say that already. I'm ready to work out hard. I'm ready to do wall walks. I'm ready to do cleans. I'm ready to do power moves. I'm ready to do burpees. So I hope you are too. So psych yourself up, all right, because we're gonna be hitting it hard. All right, nothing extra as I come back yet, all right? For those of you that like to work out with me as I post them and stay up to date, okay? We're gonna keep going where I kind of alternate the style, the equipment, the focus, all right? The body parts moved. However, all right, I just need a little bit of time to get a little more organized, but I have some challenges coming your way, so we're gonna take a focus. I haven't decided yet, maybe a week or maybe a month at a time, I think would be a little more preferable, but we're gonna focus on one move, and you will see that move a lot in that month, right, or whatever time span I'm setting. So maybe we'll even do 2 weeks, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, like I said. Still just kind of seeing how often I can record with the new baby. You know, we're at 3 under 4 now, so life gets a little hectic. All right, but either way, something to look forward to. And for those of you that like kickboxing, all right, I'm gonna be making some tutorials, all right, breaking down all those moves, so that way you can feel like a pro, boom, like you've been in the ring before. All right, for those kickboxing workouts, if you wanna kind of step up your game a little bit, learn a little bit more, so keep an eye out for those. Till next time, stay strong, stay tough.